The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.
4 important points about shyness. Look at me, please. What is shyness? Shyness is a manifestation of fear, insecurity. Most of those who are suffering with that, actually, all of us, we have, some levels of shyness. It's impossible for you to say, but I have no problem with that. Look, all of us, eventually, we have a little problem with shyness, but there are those that they are really struggling with that. So, first of all, if you are being tormented by shyness, it's something that stopped your life, something that is impeding you to live the life you wanted to live. Perhaps you're single. When you have, for example, the Love Night, and by the way, the Love Night is around the corner, the 17th of March, we have the Love Night. But if you say, these, became to me, a struggle, a problem. What do I do about shyness? I'm trying to come to the Love Night to talk to someone, but I find myself in that position, that insecurity, that shyness, and I can't move. What is that? Of course, that's not okay. That's not okay. But no worries, we are here to give you some help for you to overcome shyness. So first of all, this is something that all of us will have to deal with. It's not something that you can consider yourself, completely different from everyone. No, that's okay, but you have to deal with that. Fear, insecurity, perhaps the fear of judgment, people that they have always, that thought at the back of their mind, oh, and what about me? What about me? If I do something, if I do this, what people they will say about me, what people will think about me. That's a problem, right? So let's break it down. First point about shyness. Everyone gets shy about certain things. Do not think that you are different or inferior to others because of your moments of insecurity. Shyness is a part of everyone's life. As we said, all of us, we have to deal with that, but we understand there are those that they feel that their lives are a bit stuck, especially when it comes to their love life because of shyness. And as we said before, not only singles, they can see, the negative impact of shyness, but also those who are in the relationship, people who are married. I even remember a gentleman that said, Pastor, I need your help because I really love my wife. I do love my wife. She's an amazing wife. She's an amazing woman to me. She's the woman of my life. However, I want to do something. I even, can plan things, but because of my shyness. How come? Look at that. Someone that love, his wife. He loved his wife. He wanted to express his love, but shyness was preventing him to do that. In this specific case, we can see that the root of his shyness actually was proud. Can you see? Proud can also be the root of shyness. Not only fear or insecurity, but also pride. So, dear friends, sleep on it. Second one, please. You can have a great life even before getting over your shyness. Your shyness is just a small part of you. You have many other qualities that together make your shyness irrelevant. We are not telling you that you have just to learn how to live with your shyness. Not at all. By the way, by the end of these 4 things about shyness, I'm going to give you a tip for you to overcome that. Third one, please, Shad. The shy person only needs a few moments of courage in order to succeed. Actually, that's the tip I had to give you. Yes. Look, what is courage? When you speak about courage, perhaps you think about the superheroes, huh? That they jump from building to building, superheroes that they face monsters, people that they jump from airplanes, parachute. You think, oh well, that's courage. Look, of course, this is a kind of courage as well. But courage is not the absence of fear. No, courage is the willingness to overcome, to face your fears. Let's think about David. Do you remember David when he challenged Goliath? David, you can be sure that when he saw Goliath, he feared Goliath. Yes. The whole army of Israel, they were there before Goliath, completely, paralyzed. They was there, they were there. Wow, look how big is this guy? How can we beat him? David saw exactly the same thing that anybody else saw. But his reaction was different. And this is courage. He didn't allow the fear, he didn't allow the first impression caused by, the size of his problem to impede him to do what he had to do. So the best thing you have to do for you to overcome shyness in any other kind of fear is to face it. Let me go deeper. For example, if you have a problem with dark, I fear of dark. Fear of the dark. Okay, you have fear of the dark. What do you have to do for you to overcome that? Go to your bedroom, switch off the lights, open your eyes, and stay there for at least 5 minutes. Yes. Oh, but I will be, paralyzed. You won't. Because where's your fears? Your fears. Let's go to the next point now. You understand. 100% of the fear that intimidates us is in our minds. Exactly. The fear that paralyzed the army of Israel was in their mind. In their minds. The fear that paralyzes you is in your mind. You're single, that perhaps you have this problem when you come to the love night, or perhaps you don't even come to the love night because of shyness, because of fear, the fear of rejection, the fear of, hearing a no. How many times we already said that here in the Love Talk show. Okay, if you are single and you have this problem, no, but and what if I go to speak to the guy? What if I go and speak to the lady? And what if I hear a no? Okay, the no is already yours. The no already belongs to you. You already have the no. If you are single, you have a no, right? In your love life. And please, just think with me, how will you be able to get an yes? Only if you go. Again, I know you are asking me, but Pastor, and what if I hear a no? It makes no difference because this is what you get. This is what you got. This is yours. That's your situation now, right? It will change. That will change. But for now, this is what you have. So don't be afraid of hearing a no. If you hear a no, dear friend, if you hear a no, you know what I have to do? Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here talking to you and move on. Move on. Yes. Life move forward. Don't allow, this to traumatize you. I put my expectation. That's why it's not good for you to, go to talk to someone already with big expectations. Go and talk to the person and see what will happen. If, have a positive answer, great. So it's a sign that you can already put, you can increase your expectations. If you have a negative answer, so move on. Of course, they are the brave ones that they hear a no and they continue, they persevere. I know many people that they heard a no and later on they received a yes. So depend on them. But for you, understand that your fear, your shyness can be beat here. Only here. Only here. Do you remember Joshua? The Bible says that Joshua, he was sad, he was down, he was lost, he didn't know what to do. The Bible says that he was the direct auxiliary, let us put this way, of Moses. So when Moses passed, Joshua saw himself alone. Carrying the heavy weight of that responsibility to lead the people of Israel to somewhere that he didn't know where was it. Imagine, he was lost, he was sad, he was desperate. And God saw that. And what God came to speak to Joshua, I don't know if you remember that, but if you want to read by yourself, you can go to Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. We don't need to put the verse here. Go there, read by yourself. You will see God speaking to Joshua like that. Be strong. Be strong and take courage. God didn't say, receive strength, receive courage. God said, be strong and take courage. You know why? Because God already knew that all the strength and courage Joshua needed was already inside, was already within. So, dear friends, all the courage you need, all the strength you need for you to overcome this situation is already in you. So, take actions. Take actions. Don't allow this shyness to impede you to live your life. Don't allow your life to get stuck because of shyness. The destiny of your life is in your hands.
The Love Talk Show on Liberty Radio.